Right, let us begin. Um, Good morning, all. Good afternoon, good evening, if you're watching this recorded. Um, so today we're going to just get some energy flowing with it is springtime as we, record this and do this live today, beginning of spring. So it's a time of waking up, shaking up. There's been a lot of wind around that's shaking things up, waking us up as everything starts to pop out of the earth and start to blossom, and that energy is needed for that, right? Energy is needed for growth. Yeah. So let's just start with shaking it up. Shake it up. Yeah. So just take at, the class, if you're feeling a little fatigued today, just do whatever it is that, you feels right for you. It's hard to determine that sometimes, what's my edge? Where do I take this? And then where do I stop? Yeah. So to start to move things in your body, wiggle your toes, your legs, your head, blink your eyes, just go crazy or just do it nice and easy. Yeah. And relax. And we're going to take our hands, the palm of our hands, and I'm sorry if I'm going to mess up your hair, but we're going to bring our hands to our head and start to make circles. So instead of just moving the hair around on your head, I want you to really try to move the skin of your skull around. Good. And so just start going to different places, the sides, the back, maybe the top. Just again, the intention is to move the skin around. Yeah. Temples. Notice if there's any spots that feel a little achy or tender. Yeah. Good. And then coming to the forehead and moving the skin of the forehead around. Good. And now taking your pointer fingers and going to the temples. So if you have glasses like me, you might have to work around it or take them off. Yeah. Massaging the temples, then moving 3 fingers now, opening your mouth a little bit, massaging your jaw. And we're just waking up. Our skin is our largest organ, so it is an organ of our body. And then taking again back to your peace fingers, starting at the top of the bridge of your nose, press down and go underneath, kind of the eye sockets. Yeah. So allergy season 2 is upon us. Many of us have issues with allergies, spring allergies, and it seems like it's really intense this year. Maybe it's just me. So this helps to open up the sinuses a little bit. Good. And then take your hands behind your head, behind your neck, and give your neck a massage. All this massaging can open up our sinuses. Good. And then maybe the tops of your shoulders at the bottom of the base of your neck, top of your shoulders. And then taking your earlobes and just moving your earlobes around, making little circles, maybe little opposite circles. And then taking the back of your ears and pulling them back. That also sort of helps the sinuses open up. Yeah. And then taking the top of your ears and stretching them up. Okay. Good. Yeah. And then taking the sides of your ears again, and then just moving your ears, your whole ear, both of them in circles. This also can help to wake you up a little bit if you're feeling tired. Your ears. And relax. Good. Ha. And now fix your hair. Or don't. Yeah. All right. Let's take a nice big breath in. That got some stuff moving in my head, and relax. Good. All right. We're gonna do Brahmari breath. If you were with us Tuesday, we did this. So basically, like a bee, we're gonna start to see bees all coming out, of their little cocoons, and especially as all the flowers start to pop. I read something earlier about dandelions and bees. A friend of mine sent it to me. Said, don't pick the dandelions. Don't kill the dandelions, especially the flowers, because that's some of the first nectar for bees during this season. So just enjoy the beautiful yellow flowers, the dandelions. And one quote I always love is that the beauty, hopefully I say this right, the beauty of the flowers is relative, you know. I mean, in other words, seeing a dandelion as a beautiful flower as opposed to a weed, it's all part, it's all, you know, and perspective, you know, it's all about perspective. Yeah. So switch the perspective of dandelions as this beautiful yellow. Did you ever look at one up close? It's really pretty, actually. Anyway, I'll get off my dandelion bandwagon. Okay, so we're gonna back to bees. We're gonna hum our breath out as we exhale. Yeah. So let's sit with our eyes closed, nice tall spine. And again, here, it's a change of season. So wherever your hands are, if the palms are down, see how that feels. If the palms are up, let's all reverse and flip the opposite, either palms up or palms down. Yeah, and notice what feels better on your body. Sometimes if we're really tired, feeling lethargic, having palms up feels a little bit better. It feels like you're getting a little more energy. If you're, just busy, if your morning was crazy, palms down sometimes feels nice and grounding. So you decide. Yeah, eyes closed, gentle, tall spine. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose and breathe out the mouth. Ha. And in through the nose and out the mouth. Ha, with a nice big ha sigh. Good. And now we're going to keep our lips closed. We're going to breathe in and out of the nose. When we exhale, we're going to just do humming. We're going to hum our breath as long as we can. So take a nice long breath in. Pause the breath at the top. As you exhale, hum. And just keep humming it out nice and easy. Let the breath come out nice and slow. And go all the way as long as you can. And then relax the breath. Let's do that 3 more times. Taking a breath in, fill the lungs, relax the belly, pause. And as you exhale, hum. Think about your own pace. This humming breath helps to wake us up. It ignites and it wakes up the big vagus nerve from our brain stem all the way into our body. It also calms us down. So it wakes us up, but also calms us down. Yeah, any rhythmic breath does that. And at the end of the next humming exhale breath, your little Brahmari breath, you can release the breath and just come back to your natural breath. Keeping the eyes closed, take a breath in. And as you exhale, relax the right ear towards the right shoulder. Yeah. Keep the chin, don't tuck the chin. Keep the chin lifted slightly. And find your breath. Relax the left shoulder down. Feel that expansion on the left side of your neck and a little bit of contraction on the right side of your neck. Also igniting and opening up that vagus nerve, getting it moving, awakening. On an inhale breath, press into your feet as you slowly float your head straight back up. And as you exhale, drop your head over to the other side. And if you don't have it already, bring a little smile to your face. Yeah, the joy that you brought yourself to class today. to yoga. Strengthening yourself, your body, your mind, your soul, spirit. And then inhale, press into your feet slowly, bring your head back up. And then if you have your eyes closed, gently and slowly begin to flutter the eyes open. Yeah, so again, I always remind you that closing your eyes when you're feeling really, anxious, have anxiety, feeling like too much, like life is too much, just so that it's simple act of in a safe place, in a safe environment, just closing your eyes for a little bit, that will send the signal to the brain to calm down, right? That central nervous system. Good. All right. Bringing your hands, keeping your hands, if they're up, bring them down on your lap. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And then slowly do some head rolls, just 2 head rolls. Inhale to the right and up. When you send your head back, you don't drop it back. You just have it back a little bit, keeping the back of the neck long, and then over to the other side. Yeah, so just 2 circles in one direction. And then next time the head comes forward, pause, and then 2 circles in the opposite direction. Yeah, just nice and slow, mindful. Next time that the head comes forward, no hurry, pause, and then press into your feet to lift your head back up. Good. And relax the arms down. We're gonna reach the right arm forward and across our chest. We're gonna take the left hand and just hug that upper arm into your chest. The right hand we're gonna bring into a fist and just do some circles with your right hand and wrist as you're gently hugging. Yeah. And then reverse, do some opposite circles with that right hand. And relax, good. And wiggle it out, shake it out. We're gonna bring the left arm forward and across, and then take that right hand and just hug that upper arm into your upper chest. Make a fist with your left hand and do some circles with that. Yeah. And then reverse, opposite direction. Just enjoying the stretching, the squeezing. And then release and relax. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Find your nice tall spine if it left. Pressing down into your feet, lift your shoulders all the way up to your earlobes. Yeah. A few breaths here. Good. And then as you exhale, just let the shoulders melt down. Good. And then just nice, slow circles. Just relaxing the shoulders. Yeah. And then reverse. Good. And now we're going to bring our arms forward, both arms forward. Good. We're going to bring the palms down, lift the fingers up, spread your fingers wide, relax your shoulders, and then reach your hands, your fingers out and down, and up and in, up and out and down, up and in. And one more, like you're polishing a window, spring cleaning your windows. Good. And now hands flat, we're going to bring the palms up. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your fingers to your shoulders. Keep your elbows parallel, upper arms parallel to the floor. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Breathing in and out of the nose is always most helpful. Yes, it grabs all the dust and the pollen and makes the breath warm and cleans the breath before it hits our lungs. Next time that your fingers come to your shoulders, pause. Good. And then press into your feet and lift your elbows up as high as you can. And then bring them out and melt them down towards the floor. You'll reach the elbows back a little bit. Good. And then forward. Do 2 more nice big circles, breathing in as you go up and breathing out as you come down. Opening up our lungs, our rib cage, shoulders, upper back, and relax. Good. And relax the arms down. Again, just wiggle out the shoulders a little bit. One, and can alternate wiggling. Good. And then forward. Good. Arms relaxed, nice tall spine. Turn your palms out. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Nice and easy. Let's interlace our hands above our head. Bring the palms up towards the sky. Press into your feet and reach your arms up. I just love this stretch. So you're pressing down into your feet to reach your palms up. Try to relax your low rib cage and breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths. Yeah, opening up, stretching like we're just coming out of a long slumber. Yeah. And then as you exhale, let the hands float down, turn the palms down. I'm going to ruin your hair again if you'd like, bringing your palms onto your head and close your eyes. So again, if life gets to feel like it's too much, I can't think, I can't put, sentences together, I can't remember that word, just do this. You see little kids doing this a lot. Yeah. And it grounds you and it calms you down. And when we're calm, that's when our entire body, including our brain, work most efficiently. Yeah. All right. So if you thought of that word, you can go ahead and open your eyes. And now bring your hands to the back of your head. Yeah. And then just gently reach your elbows back. You can lay your head into your hands and feel that amazing opening underneath your arms, opening up your chest, again, your lungs, thyroid, thymus gland. We need our immune system not only to keep us from getting colds and flu and things, but to help us with allergies. Yeah, when our immune system is kicked on, they don't seem to be as intense if you have issues with allergies. Good. And then bringing your head back forward and then slowly unlacing your hands from behind your head. You can go ahead and fix your hair again. And then release your elbows down. Yeah, and roll it out. And roll it forward. Good. All right, we're gonna scoot forward into our chair. Good. And we're gonna bring our right leg out to the side. And then we're gonna square our shoulders so the shoulders aren't going right. Our shoulders are squared forward. Good. And take your right hand across to your left thigh. Release your left arm down. Lift your heart. Turn your left palm out. Pressing down into your feet, lift your left arm out and up. Side bend. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, reach your fingers up a little higher. Good. And then take another breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. Again. So keeping your arm, if your arm fell forward, bring it right next to your ear. So you may need to come up a little bit to do that. And even it's helpful to look underneath a little bit, your left arm. And breathe. Now bring your awareness to your right leg. If the right thigh is caving in, reach it back. And breathe. And now relax your head back forward. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your body back up. And exhale with a bent elbow and a nice relaxed shoulder. Just let your arm slowly float towards the floor. Good. And bringing both of your hands back to your thighs. You're gonna heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Your right foot next to your left. Yeah. It always sounds like E-I-E-I-E-I-O to me. My mother liked to polka. All right, we're gonna take this left leg out to the side. Good. And again, bring your awareness to where your shoulders are. And if you can square them to the front of the room, if your leg is way out and you can't square your shoulders, then scoot your leg in a little bit. Yeah. And we're gonna bring, what helps that is to bring the left hand to the right thigh. Relax the right arm down. Keep your spine nice and tall. Turn your palm out. Press down into your feet. On an inhale breath, reach your arm out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, stretch up. Another breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. Good. And then turning and looking underneath your right arm. Breathe deeply into your belly. Notice the left thigh now. If that caved in a little bit with that turn of the head, reach your left thigh back. Opening our hips, our rib cage, our fascia tissue in the rib cage. Yeah, nice little turn for our spine, a nice little stretch for the spine. Good. On your next exhale breath, slowly bring your head back forward. On an inhale breath, slowly bring the body back up. And exhale, gently release that right arm down, nice and slowly. Good. And then bringing both hands onto your thighs. And then again, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, your foot back next to each other. And relax. Good. We're going to bring our legs together now. Good. And we're going to roll onto the outsides of our feet. We're going to bring as best as we can. I have big clunky tennis shoes on. Bringing the bottoms of your feet together. Resituate your hips. Yeah, to make you feel nice and tall. Good. In seated Baddha Konasana. And then you can just flutter your knees a little bit, opening up your hips. These hip flexors that get short. And this front of the hips is where we hold fear. So just let the fear melt away. Looking at all the different changes. We were just talking about changes earlier. We just don't like change. You know, the human body is very resistant to, uh-oh, what does this mean, right? And we're going through a lot of change right now. So just let it go. We can look at change as opposed to fear. Look at it with curiosity and excitement even, you know. Sometimes changes are great, you know, they're really helpful. So let's go there. Yeah, and then relax. Let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your awareness to your tummy and start to hinge forward at your hips a little bit. Yeah, just go a little bit. Make sure that you're nice and grounded on your chair. You're falling forward. Looking down at the floor. Stretching your low back a little bit. Nothing should be uncomfortable. It should all feel like just like a little stretch. And then press down into the outsides of your feet. Slowly bring your body back up. Good. Now, once it's all the way up, take your hands to the outside of your knees and help to bring your knees back together. Good. And bring your feet about hip distance apart here. All right, we're going to dorsiflex our ankles. Dorsi meaning this part of our ankle, the front part of our ankle, right, can get weak. So to keep that strong, especially nice weather out now, we're all getting more active. So we want to pay attention to these feet and ankles that get us everywhere that we go, right? So we're going to lift your toes up as high as you can and breathe. So keep lifting, lift them up a little higher. You start, you're like, okay, this is not a big deal. And then all of a sudden over the course of time, you start feeling, oh yeah, there it is. Wow. And keep lifting. See if you can lift up even a little higher, and then bring them down. Good. We're going to drop our arms, our hands down, and we're also going to dorsiflex our hands while we do our legs, our feet too. So lifting the fingers and the toes as high as you can, and release. And lift and release. And lift and release. Again, we're not just, willy-nilly here. We're really giving it our 100%. Lift. We very rarely stretch these parts of our body, the top of our wrists and the front of our ankles. Couple more here. Yeah, give it your 100%. One more, let's lift and let's hold. Lift, 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 hold, hold, hold. You've got this, you've got this. Yeah, and then relax. Good. And then shake it out. Let's grab behind our knee and just give our little ankle a little circle here. Yeah, and reverse just to loosen that ankle back up, and then do the other one just to do a little, might feel good to do that. Good. And relax. All right, so we're still scooted forward. Now we're going to extend our right leg and lift our right toe back towards us and get a nice hamstring stretch. So I don't know your chair. If your chair feels like it's digging in, you can sort of try to situate your hips so that you're not, maybe go a little bit further, making sure that your hip bones are still squarely on your chair. Yeah, good. And so just get to a point where it's comfortable there. You can have the knee bent a little bit. Yes, but reach that toe back. Inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, keep your head above your shoulders, keep your spine straight, and just hinge forward. Keep looking forward. Yeah, that'll help not to round your back, and go as far as you can. And then once you've reached your destination, you can just look down at the floor and breathe. Yeah. Again, feeling a nice stretch on that hamstring, that big muscle behind your thigh. Breathe. Each time you exhale, see if you can melt a little bit further forward. Stretch a little bit more. Now on an inhale breath, press down into the left foot, press down into your hands, and slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then as a little bit of a relaxation, try to point your toe. You probably can't see it in this screen, sorry, but just point your toe as far forward as you can. Getting, again, a stretch on that top of the ankle. Yeah, and then relax. And now start to slide your right foot back. Once it meets in line with the left foot, see if you can slide it back a little bit more, your right foot. Keep your heel on the floor though. Yeah. So you'll see we're gonna be stretching. Yeah, that calf muscle. But keep that right foot, once you've landed, gotten to your destination, gently press that right heel into the floor. If you can't press the heel into the floor, you went back too far. So come a little bit further forward. Yeah, just till you find a good challenge stretch. Again, finding that sweet spot is a practice, right? We tend to go further because we think further is better, and it might not be today for that, right? So just finding that little challenge stretch. Good. And then relax and slide your foot next to the left. Good. And now we're going to extend the left leg out. Good. Lift the left toe back towards your body. Yeah, good. Get a nice tall spine. And for some of us, even this is enough of a hamstring stretch. And it's important to keep these hamstrings. They tend to, because we sit a lot, our front hip flexors and our hamstrings shorten. They get tight, right? So we're just guiding a little stretch here, a little safe stretch. Good. So reaching those toes back. Inhale, lift the heart, look up slightly. Keep the head right above the shoulders as you start to hinge forward. Keep looking forward. Keep looking forward as you're hinging forward and finding that stretch on your hamstring. And then you can gaze down towards the floor. Find your breath, big breath here. And each time you exhale, see if you can soften and relax the body forward. Good. Smile on the face. as you take care of your beautiful gift of a body that you have. It is such a precious gift. All right, when you're ready, pressing down into your right foot, slowly bring your body back up. That's also a nice little low back stretch. Yeah, good. And now point your left toes forward. Point them forward. Again, if you have big clunky shoes like me, it's not as graceful. Good. And then release that. Then start to slide your left heel back, slide the left foot back. It gets to be in line with the right. Then start to keep sliding your left foot back. Keep that heel down, keep it down. So slide it as far back as you can with the heel on the floor. Yeah. And then when you land, press down into that foot, to the heel. Yeah. And breathe. Okay. And then relax and slowly now bring the feet back to even. Good. Bringing your feet hip distance apart, nice and planted. We're going to make our way up to a stand. Good. All right. So again, I like to hinge. I've been really mindful this past week of, because we sit and we stand and we sit and we stand and we sit in different chairs and we sit in our car. And each time you go to stand up, think about, wait, am I in the right alignment, right? Instead of yanking your body, right? And that's what it puts a lot of pressure on our joints. So either heels back slightly. We always want a nice tall spine. We always want our head above our shoulders, hinging forward. Yeah. So it's also, if you can also put one foot in front of the other slightly, a little bit of a, railroad track. Good. All right. And then on an inhale breath, press into your feet and slowly bring your body back up. Yeah. So leaning forward a little bit, really being mindful of where your feet are, and using the momentum of the inhale breath brings you to a very nice stand. And we've been sitting here for a little while, so let's just move the body a little bit. Yeah, shake it up like we did when we started. You can do your hands, you can do your eyes. Yeah. It's important to do that too. Yeah. Good. And relax. Good. Let's take our hands and just rub your hands, your palms up and down the sides of your body. You can close your eyes here if you'd like, and just feel all the tingling and the sensations. It's like we're waking up that whole middle section of our body, right? That our body where our heart is, our lungs are, our liver, our gallbladder, our stomach, our spleen, our digestive tract. Yeah, you can put your eyes open. So we're just waking up all that energy, that vagus nerve, to say, okay, everybody, we're up now. Start, working for us a little bit. But all of that stuff I just mentioned is like just right here in our body. Yeah, it's amazing. I was a surgical tech in my way younger years, and looking at the inside of a human body is a miracle. It's amazing. Yeah, bringing the feet a little bit wider apart, and we all have that. We all look the same. If it wasn't for our face, or our skin, we're all the same. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Big breath into the nose, exhale out the mouth. At your own pace, start to exhale the opposite side. And one more. And come back to center. Good. And bringing your feet back to hip distance apart and just softening the knees. Bending the knees a little bit, bringing our hands into prayer position. Good. Let's just take a breath in and breathe out. And next time we breathe in, straighten the knees and reach your arms up. Fan your arms open, lift your heart, look up. And exhale, curl in. Breath of joy. Yeah. We're just waking up for spring. Inhale, straighten the knees, open your arms. This new beginning. And exhale, curl in. Maybe opposite arm on top, drop your head. Round your upper back slightly, relax your knees. And one more. Inhale, up and out. And exhale, curl in. Either arm on top. And then inhale, slowly arm out. Look up, lift up. Bringing your head back forward now, bringing your hands just slowly to prayer position, Anjali Mudra, and releasing your hands to your heart. Good. And releasing your arms down. So nice, yeah. And relax again, shake it out. Good. All right, we're gonna come into a little bit of a, let's come into a little bit of a march here. Yeah. And really good practice. Again, we're gonna be taking walks. So using your arms, so let's pretend we're taking a walk. And when you're walking now in this nicer weather, just be mindful, are you using your arms? That takes a lot of pressure. It gives your body momentum and it takes a lot of pressure off your hips and your lower body. Yeah. And now if it's available to you, just look side to side, just looking at all the beautiful growth and flowers and, you know, whatever there is to look at. Little dogs in the park, little babies. Yeah, just people. Bringing your head back forward, yeah, and relax. I notice, you know, that when I walk, I don't swing my arms. And then by halfway through, it's like, why are my hips so achy, this and that? And so just try full walk, yeah. Good. Heel toe, we remember that. All right, we're gonna come to our one side of our chair. So we're gonna do a little dance, warrior 3, warrior 1 dance. And just take this to what is comfortable for you. So let's find our Tadasana on the, I guess, right side of our chair. It doesn't matter, we'll just, I'll cue you to the outside leg, yeah. All right, it's a nice tall spine, engage your kneecaps, tuck your tailbone down so your low back doesn't have it has less of an arch. Yeah, so nice and tall. Nice posture also takes the pressure off of all of our joints, our toes, our ankles, our knees, our hips, just by keeping that nice tall posture. Good. All right, bringing your hands, your inside hand to your chair. Good. And if it's available to you, you're shifting the weight a little bit into this inside leg. We're gonna lift the knee up. Good. All right. Maybe bring that right hand or the outside hand onto your waist. Good. And then keeping hold of your chair here. As you exhale, start to send your right foot back. We're coming into warrior 3. Like you want to stamp your footprint on the back wall with that right foot. Good. See if you can drop your right hip slightly. Engage that standing leg, right? Feel the thigh, the hamstring. Yeah. If it's available to you, reach your right arm forward as you're reaching your left or right foot back. Sort of an opposing stretch. Yeah, tummy's tucked in. Good. And then release your right arm back down, maybe onto your thigh. And then very slowly, very gently, slowly, just a little bit bend that left knee. And then just relax your right foot onto the floor behind you. Finding yourself in warrior 1 legs. So adjust a little bit, maybe widen your stance. Yeah, good. Find the warrior 1 leg, soften this left knee. Yes, relax your arms down. Maybe bring both hands onto your waist and square your shoulders to the front of the room. If that doesn't feel good, again, just get a stance where you feel comfortable and grounded here. Yeah, good. Then release your arms down. You can always hold on to your chair here. On an inhale breath, reach both arms up if that's available, or one. Yeah, good. Take a breath in, stretch up, exhale, just melt into your warrior one. Good. Now on your next inhale breath, straighten your left knee, reach up a little bit more, maybe lean back just slightly. And then as you exhale, soften your left knee, drop your arms down and reach them back. Nice and graceful. Following our breath, inhale, bring the arms up, straighten the knee, reach up, and exhale, float your hands down and reach back. Couple more. Inhale, as you push down into your left foot, straighten your knee, reach your arms up, maybe back a little bit, and exhale, forward, and reach back. Last one here. Inhale, slowly bring your arms up, straighten that left knee, lift up, and exhale, reach back. And now simply press into your left foot, bring the body back up. Feel free to hold on to your chair. Hand on hip, lean forward. And on an inhale breath, step that right foot back next to the left and shake it out. It's a beautiful little flow to wake us up. Yeah, start letting us grow. Yeah. And coming to the other, actually, let's come to the back of our chair first. Yeah. And then, or wherever you are, soften your knees, stance is a little wider, hands on our hips. And let's just do a few hip circles here. Nice and gentle. It's releasing any tension that you might have in your hips. Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. And come back to center. Good. And now stepping to the other side of your chair, we'll do that same beautiful little dance, warrior 3 to warrior 1. Good. So let's start with our Tadasana. Nice tall spine. Where are your legs? Where are your hands? Where are your shoulders? Just take inventory. Yeah. Chin back slightly so head's above the shoulders. Palms forward so shoulders are back slightly. Kneecaps are lifted so we're engaging the big muscles in our thighs and our hamstrings. That's what they're designed for, right? To hold our body up. Yeah, good. All right, then shifting the weight into the inside leg, bringing your inside hand onto the chair, bringing your hand onto your waist. Yeah. Take a breath in and breathe out. Good. On an inhale breath, if it's available to you, lift that outside knee up. Good. And as you exhale, slowly start to send that foot back. Really engage that standing leg, squeeze your glute muscles. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can always drop your toe here and just lift up a little bit. Yeah, good. Sending that back. This is a more challenging side for me. Yeah, as you exhale, see if you can drop your left hip down a little bit. And if you're feeling like it's available, reach your left hand forward, palm in, stretch your fingers forward, tummy's tucked in. You are balancing, you are breathing. For 3, stretch, stretch, stretch. 2, and then bringing your hand back to your waist, softening your right knee or your inside knee, and then just gently dropping your foot, that left foot, yeah, or outside foot. And now take a little time to find your warrior 1 legs. You can widen your stance. Yeah, heels, the back heels grounded. Yeah, so you can either narrow your stance or widen it this way. Yeah, make sure that you feel grounded here. Yes, good. And then softly bending this inside knee or the right knee. Good. And then either reaching one arm up or maybe both arms. Find your warrior one. Take a big breath in, reach up, look up. And as you exhale, drop your arms and reach them back. Scoot my chair here. Inhale, straighten that inside knee. Reach your arms forward and up, stretch up. And exhale, rebend that right knee, the inside knee. Reach the arms back. 3 more at your own pace, nice and graceful. Inhale, straightening the knee as you reach up and extend your body long. Maybe reach back a little. And exhale, down and back. Following the breath. Breath to movement. But then last one here. Strengthening, give this 100% reach up and back. Exhale, slowly just bring the arms down. Now in the last one, either bringing your hands onto your waist or one onto the chair, one onto your waist, leaning forward slightly. On an inhale breath, bring that left foot back next to the right and shake it out. Good. All right. Coming to the back of your chair again. Good. And we're going to widen our stance a little bit, soften our knees, bring our hands onto our waist, and just do little hip rotations to relax the hips. In one direction, and then other direction. Good. And come back to center, bringing feet back to hip distance apart, taking our hands now onto our low back and just massaging these big glute muscles here. Yeah, good. And maybe you go out to the sides and press your fingers into the outsides of your thighs. Yeah. And maybe the front of your thighs. Yeah. Again, feeling that tingling, that sensation of, okay, relax now, you did good work. Yeah. And relax. Good. Let's come into a little downward facing dog. So hands planted on something, right? The seat of your chair, the back of your chair, but just nice and lightly here. Make sure that you have space behind you. Plan that so you don't go walking into a wall. Yeah. And then just start to walk back. So your hands are rested. They can be on a wall too. Just shift your hips back, feet about hip distance apart, soften your knees, lay your head into your arms, between your arms, stretch your hips back. Just get long in the full back body. Good. And then you can straighten the right knee and rebend it. Straighten the left knee. Just getting a little deeper hamstring stretch. Right knee, you can alternate. Maybe you straighten both knees and reach your hips back. Just get a nice stretch, that whole back body. Down your back, down your low back, down your glutes, all the way down to the back of your ankles. And then rebending your knees, slowly making your way, a little one baby step at a time, back to your chair, the back of your chair. And find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Good. And just roll the shoulders, relaxing the body, and roll the shoulders the opposite direction. Just releasing any tension that you may have picked up in our flow. All right, coming to the front of your chair, mindfully making your way down to the seat of your chair. Breath in, exhale, Reaching your hips back to find your chair, maybe pausing in between. And then grabbing the front of your chair and very mindfully, not plopping, just mindfully sitting your hips down. As graceful as possible. Now we're coming to the front of our chair here. And we'll end here with a nice hip stretch. Yeah, good. All right, so again, we're gonna grab behind our knee here and we're gonna hug in. Yeah, let's just do a little more love for our ankles and feet. Good. And then bringing your right leg onto your left. Good. And then, so experiment, always can be different each day. Maybe today you're a little stiffer, you slide the leg down a little bit. Maybe you're feeling pretty open, you slide the leg up. Maybe you bring the outside of the foot on top of your left foot if this is feeling like too much and you can't lift your heart. Good. So just nice and easy. Let's massage our way into this. So chest is lifted, gaze is up slightly, keeping the head above the shoulders. Yes, not forward. And then as you exhale, hinge forward a little bit. Start to feel a stretch. And then press into your left foot to come back up. And exhale, maybe you come a little bit further forward, slowly. And come back up. And then exhale slowly. Maybe you come a little bit more. Just find your range of motion that's comfortable for you. Once you find that, you can look down towards the floor. If you want more of a stretch, you can lay the weight of your arms onto that leg, or you can just lay your hands there. Yeah. Release your fingers, wiggle your fingers, let your shoulders relax. Maybe close your eyes. Find your breath. Good. So about 4 nice, long, deep breaths. Each time you exhale, melt a little bit further. Check in with your body and see where you might be holding tension. Breathe that tension out with each exhale breath. One more breath here. So you exhale, just give it your 100%. Just let the whole body drape. Let the weight of the body open up the hip. When you're feeling ready, slowly press into your foot, your standing foot, and slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then help release that leg up and off. And just butterfly your legs. Release the tension. Yeah. Again, it's where we have stored and, all of our negative emotions in our lifetime, right here, right? So releasing that helps us to emotionally release, because why look back, learn from the past, but don't spend time there. Yeah. And then opposite leg, hug in, nice circles with one foot and other foot. Good. And then bringing your leg, this one, good. Usually this one's open for me. Today it's not. Yeah. Again, finding a nice tall spine. So you're either crossed here, maybe the leg is a little more forward, maybe it's a little, either way. Yeah, maybe the outside of your foot's on top of the right foot. Big breath in, lift the heart, look up. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Keep the gaze looking forward until you feel that hip stretch. And then inhale, come back up. This is such a great stretch to do if you ever take a walk, right? When you're active, to do this right after. So all those muscles get so tight. And the third time is a charm. Yeah, next time you come forward, Just come as far forward as is comfortable. You can relax the head to look down, close the eyes, find your breath. Again, relaxing the tension. So I find just moving my fingers helps to relax my arms and my shoulders. So I'm not tensing up there. Yeah. And just allow the body to relax. And let the weight of the body as you exhale, just open up that left hip. Smile on the face, that'll help you to melt a little bit further. Yeah. Smile sends the signal to the brain to say, hey, we're good. Everything is good. And when you're ready, at your own pace now, press down into your right foot and very slowly bring the body straight back up. Head straight back up. Good. And then help to release that leg up and off. One more little butterfly. Roll onto the outsides of your feet. Make a little bit bigger butterfly. Oh, I'm seeing a little bee. So let's pause. Let's sit comfortably now for our Shavasana. Yeah. Let's make your body nice and comfortable, back supported, but nice tall spine so that we can breathe easy. And again, either palms up or down on your lap. So close your eyes and decide what feels good to you today. And let's just begin our Shavasana with a couple humming bee breaths. Taking a breath in, gently pausing the breath at the top. And then with a nice, gentle, quiet hum, just hum the breath out. And another breath in. And hum it out. And last one. Release the breath now. Snug to your face. Feel the shoulders soft, the arms, hands. Feel your heart relaxed, your belly soft, hips heavy. Legs, feet, toes. Whole body relaxed. And thoughts are coming in, just let them come. Come and go. Come and go. Go all the way. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. In the space of nothingness. Should you choose to come back into this space and time, take a breath in and let it go. Slowly begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Sway the body side to side. Smile on the face. Back to center. Bringing your hands into prayer position, resting them onto your heart. And take a deeper breath in. And as you exhale, relax your forehead to your fingertips. And we'll close simply with this. When the mind dies while you are alive, it is enlightenment. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and shaking up and waking up on this beautiful spring day. Have an amazing rest of your day. Enjoy. Namaste.